Sir Stephanie, welcome to Conversations.
Thank you, Madam Supreme.
You were interviewed and photographed for the historical Essence magazine feature, 29 Powerful Black Women Calling Shots in the Obama Administration. You are also a proud member of Kappa Alpha Sorority. What's it like now to be a member of two historic sisterhoods?
I've always dreamed about being a member of Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. And when I was initiated in 2004, everything that I learned throughout that journey in college and beyond with sisterhood, dedication, loyalty, hard work, perseverance, and all of those attributes have definitely propelled me to being here in this moment right now, sitting with you, and also being able to call the White House a place where I go to work and working for such a historical figure, President Barack Obama. I still pinch myself every morning when I get to walk into the White House and I get to call Valerie Jarrett my boss. She's an amazing, dynamic woman who really believes in giving young women opportunities. And I'm so grateful that I'm able to be a part of her team. But there's also, as you mentioned, a lot of young African American women working very hard every day on many different things at the White House for our community, for our country, for our world and beyond. And I am more than honored to be a part of that new sisterhood.
You speak with pride. What has been your proudest moment during your time at the White House?
We were able to bring in over 50 young Black girls from around the city, some who would never have an opportunity like this. They danced in the red room, they danced in the blue room, they did African dance, literally in the east room of the White House, which has never ever happened before. So creating that historical moment, giving those girls that opportunity that I believe will last them a lifetime, I couldn't be more prouder of that. But I would also have to say that a moment that some might not think was super positive, but it actually turned out to be a positive, was the funeral service of Clementa Pinckney, Reverend Clementa Pinckney in South Carolina. He was one of the Emmanuel Nine, being a daughter of a bishop in the AME Church. That was a huge moment for me to be with my family, to be with my church, and to be with my president, who I worked for, and hear him call for the pulling down of the Confederate flag, but also to really honor Reverend Clementa Pinckney's legacy, but also highlight some of the issues or struggles that we've had as a community for centuries, and do it so eloquently and do it so powerfully in that moment, and to be a part of that coming together, I couldn't be prouder of that.
Great. You built your career in Washington, D.C. in political communications and outreach. What advice would you give the next generation of sorors hoping to dive into the world of political communications, the world you occupy?
Take an internship and be really aggressive with your work ethic. No job is too small. No job is too big, and you have to put your all into absolutely everything that you do and put your best foot forward. But if you don't take risks, and if you don't take things that you think, hey, maybe this is beneath me a little bit, you might not get to where you want to go. People are looking for people who work really, really hard in political communications. It's a 24-hour, 24/7 job, so you got to be prepared.
Okay. The administration of President Barack Obama has faced adversity at every turn, yet has achieved a tremendous amount of success. What keeps you motivated on those difficult days?
So something the president said not too long ago at a meeting with civil rights leaders was that he would take better over nothing anytime. He's faced obstacles with Congress, not only in Congress, but outside of Congress, and every step and every turn. And it's been very difficult. But because of his attitude of taking better over nothing, we've been able to achieve a lot incrementally over time. And sometimes I hear people say, oh, that bill isn't good enough, or this doesn't go far enough, or this policy isn't strong enough. At the end of the day, it's making a change, and it's pushing the ball forward, it's pushing the needle forward, and change is slow, it takes time, and you have to persevere, and you have to take every moment and opportunity you get to make change and do good. And the president has really taught his staff to take on that attitude. So in those moments when we are frustrated, we do realize, and we can take a moment and say, hey, we have made a difference here. We have made this achievement, big or small. It all counts at the end.
Thank you. Sir Stephanie, you're part of the group of young millennials, our sorors who are movers and shakers in your life, what does it mean to you to be fearless?
What it means to be fearless is not necessarily not having fear, because fear is a part of, I think, everything that we do. It's how you control it. And I think being fearless is not being afraid to take risks,
right,
but taking the risk. There's been many times in my career where I've left DC to go work on a campaign for 3 months. I have, left jobs for new opportunities that I felt like, hey, I might not be good enough for this job, or I might not have enough experience yet, but I still took that risk and I still took that chance. And I believe that is what it means to be fearless. Really believing in yourself, even when you're a little afraid. But you're never prepared, I think, for the right opportunity. You have to grow into it.
So what's next for you? What's the next big move?
Well, I'm still trying to figure that out. I am beyond committed to staying to the end, and the end is really January 20th when we have a new president sworn in. But I do know that I'm not going to leave the space of making and creating change, especially for our community. I think I want to do it in a more creative way. I think sometimes in government you're a little stifled. You can't be as creative as you'd like. So I'm looking to be a part of whatever movement comes next to ensure that we're pushing our culture and our community forward in a creative way. So I'll keep you posted, but I'm still figuring it out.
Sarah Stephanie, again, thank you for being here with us on Conversations, and continued success to you as you end your historic role here in Washington, D.C. at the White House.
Thank you so much, Madam Supreme. I really do appreciate this opportunity. Thank you for all that you do.
Great.